Hey everyone, Wobby, voice of the Vikings, Paul Allen, back with you. We continue our preview of the NFC North here on Between the Lines, presented by Gatorade. Now it's time for the nemesis and the rivals, the Green Bay Packers, who, because of Aaron Rodgers' injury and 9-game absence, weren't much of a nemesis for us last year. We actually shut them out at Lambeau Field at the end of the season as we were rolling into the playoffs.
16-0 was glorious.
It was. So the 2018 Green Bay Packers. What do you think?
Well, Aaron Rodgers is back, and I mean, as simplistic and cliche as it is, he means everything. And if you don't think he means everything, watch their games last year without him. He means everything. So you can cast your own judgment on what that means to the Green Bay Packers organization when it comes to balance and when it comes to depth. But the bottom line is, Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks in the history of the National Football League. So if he's healthy and if he's upright and if he's in uniform and you tell me you think Green Bay is the favorite to win the NFC North, I'm not going to argue with you, but I'm not going to agree with you.
No, me either. But the Green Bay Packers did not stand still this offseason. Two important changes I want to address on Between the Lines. Number one,
tight end.
They added a big tight end. They added Jimmy Graham. So Jordy Nelson is gone. Xavier says Jordy's one of the toughest covers he's ever had. Jordy gone, Oakland Raiders. But Jimmy Graham is there. Jimmy Graham had 10 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, and all from Russell Wilson. He obviously is a major red zone threat. If you look back at the career of Aaron Rodgers, again, and I mean this from my Vikings-loving heart, one of the great quarterbacks in the history of the NFL, hasn't really put an emphasis on the tight end a ton during his career.
Right.
Whether it's Jared Cook, Tom Crabtree, Richard Rodgers, whomever it is. So this will be new, which can be good. But Aaron is an outside the numbers kind of guy or deep slant kind of guy with Jordy Nelson from the slot. It's new. Jimmy's a big name. Let's see it work before we crown a king.
The second change I want to talk about before we go. Mike Pettin, former head coach in the NFL of the Browns.
Scrappy.
Yeah, he is. He's now the defensive coordinator. Dom Capers out, Mike Pettin in. Probably going to remain a 3-4 defense. We've never really been that worried about the Green Bay defense in the past, but Mike Pettin knows what he's doing. It was he and Rex Ryan who built those Jets defenses that went to back-to-back, I believe, AFC title games. So Mike Pettin knows defense. We don't want the Packers to have a good defense, Paul.
Well, but the thing is, when you have A-Rod, it makes everybody defensively look better because they know when you have a quarterback like that, you know if you make a mistake that goes the wrong way and it leads to 3 or most likely 6, your quarterback's going to get your back, and he's going to get it back lickety-split. Now, Demarius Randall was traded to Cleveland. They have Deshaun Kaiser on their roster into training camp. So he's gone. They drafted a bunch of corners. Pettin's extremely well-respected. Mike Daniels is fantastic. One of the best defensive linemen in the entire NFL. So the defense is made to look better at times because of the quarterback, in my opinion. And again, you know, there's a lot of new there. There's a lot of new with the Lions, a lot of new with the Bears. The Vikings have a new offensive coordinator and a new quarterback, and Dalvin Cook comes back, and I get all that. You know, so there might be a patience required there offensively here, but there's going to be patience needed to a certain extent with all three of these teams in the NFC North, including Green Bay's defense.
We will not see the Packers down the stretch in the regular season. In fact, we have a Week 2 date with them. That's our first game against the Packers. Week 2 at Lambeau Field.
Can't wait.
The game will be at noon, so that's pretty cool. And then our second game against Green Bay will be at home, obviously, Sunday Night Football, Week 12. So circle your calendars, Week 2 and Week 12 for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, I'll be there.
And, well, so will I.
Yep.
So now,
statistician right next to me.
Before the
helping
season.
me with all my calls.
Right.
Couldn't do it without you.
That's right. Before the season begins, it's going to be all Vikings and Packers when teams try and pick the NFC North. It's going to be all Vikings and Packers. So now
it should be.
Okay, we've previewed the NFC North.
You think the Lions can win the division?
All of the teams. Yeah, I think they can. I don't think they're going to.
What about the Bears?
We're going to win the division.
Yeah,
well, that's what I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
Give us the order of the NFC North.
Vikings first, Packers second, Bears third, Lions fourth.
Okay, we're done previewing the NFC North for 2018. Up next, we're going to preview the Minnesota Vikings on Between the Lines, so make sure you stay tuned for that.